about you, Tony. Got a copy on this radio?
Yes, sir.
Thanks a lot for letting me catch up with you. I appreciate it a lot.
Listen, it's this time of year, it's always a pleasure to come south and stay out of the snow a little bit.
10-4. Well, typically it's bright and sunny out. It's about 4 o'clock in the morning right now. Tell me where you just came from and where you headed to.
One of our customers is a home shopping network out of Piney Flats, Tennessee, and left there about 6:30 yesterday evening, and it delivers straight through.
All right, 10-4. Tell me a little bit about the company and how long you've been with them for.
I actually just started back with them here about 5 months ago, and I worked with them for about 6 years back when I first started driving. So it's a smaller company, a lot more one-on-one. They know you by your name instead of your truck number. It's a great place to work for.
I know it's a bit dark. We'll get a better look at it tomorrow, but tell me about what you're running in right now and what it's got working for you.
It's a brand new truck. It's only got, well, when I left the yard, it had 552 miles. It's a 2014 Peterbilt. It's a 15-speed. It's got like a 262 gear in it. It's got the new Detroit engine in it. It's pushing about 500, so it's a pretty little healthy truck. But we actually got a 379, a 2007 model that's in the shop right now. They're going to be setting the motor down in it today, and as soon as they get that one all hooked up, I'm gonna get that 379. That's what I really enjoy driving.
Tell me about some of your job responsibilities.
But we just get, we go through a check-in gate down here, and I read them off my bill lading number and trailer number and all that.
Yeah, I got a delivery. Got some home shopping network out of Piney Flats, Tennessee.
We go into the UPS and they'll give us a lot, tell us what lot to drop in, and then we'll drop this trailer, go turn our bills in, get them signed, come back out and grab an empty one, and they usually head back up north there around the exit 3, the Petro, and get us a little bit of sleep and reload up, usually in the Carolinas or Georgia somewhere, going back up to East Tennessee.
Do you normally run nighttime hours?
We do. We run a lot of nighttime hours. The freight, when it comes out of the home shopping network in Piney Flats, sometimes their loads are a little late getting out. So, you got to deliver them straight through. All of our loads are under 11-hour drive, except for the Mesquite, Texas run we do. So we try to leave a little earlier for that one, but usually get dropped and hooked and to a reload, and then take us a little 10-hour break there, and then head her back to Tennessee somewhere.
For those that don't know what drop and hook is, just give me a real quick explanation about that.
We go down here, we don't back into a dock, and they don't live unload us. We'll drop it in a lot and go get our paperwork signed, and we'll just leave this trailer sitting there. We got some empties down here. We'll drop the loaded one and hook to the empty one, and that's what we'll load up tomorrow when we get to our reload.
Sounds easy enough.
Daddy only let me drive on a dirt road. Blacktop was off limits way back then. I remember that first day we hit that interstate. That highway got up underneath my skin, and I've been rolling ever since. Love to hear those big wheels whine, 'cause my windshield sees a world that my rear view leaves behind. Shifting gears, I love that sound. I top off my tanks and coffee, put the hammer right back down. Yeah, this is who we are and how we roll.
Yeah, check it out. ETI truck 509. All right, thanks. You too.
I top off my tanks and coffee, put the hammer right back down. Yeah, this is who we are and how we roll. Out on the big road. years, I love that sound. I top off my tanks and coffee, put the hammer right back down. Yeah, this is who we are and how we roll. Out on the big road, out on the big road.
So hey, Tony, it's daylight again. So what are you up to now?
Used to be an 8-hour break, but a few years back they changed it to a 10-hour day or 10-hour break. Basically what it is you got 24 hours in a day. You're allowed a 14-hour work day. Of that 14 hours, you can only drive 11 hours. So that gives you a 3-hour window to try to get your fuel, get unloaded, reloaded, eat, do whatever you need to do. And you have 11 hours to drive, and then you have to stop and take a 10-hour break every 24-hour period.
Is that something that works out fine, or would you rather it be different?
Your day is so unpredictable out here, unless you're just a really big company and you can shuttle your loads, meet another driver somewhere, and swap trailers. It's really hard to meet the demands of the trucking industry with a setup like that. But you know, we just do the best we can to keep the customer happy and the DOT happy too, right?
Well, I'm empty down here in Florida. I can't see what my reload was. What's that pickup number? All right, then. Well, I'll call you when I get loaded. All right, see you. Bye.
So now we'll go up here to Aiken, South Carolina. It's about a 5.5-hour drive from Kingsland, Georgia, up to Aiken, South Carolina, to Carlisle Tire, and we'll reload there and take that to Greenville, Tennessee, to John Deere, and drop it. Go to the yard, grab a hold of something else. I have to call in here about 3 o'clock, see what they got lined up for me.
10-4. How did you get into trucking?
Well, it's a family affair. I'm a second generation over-the-road trucker. My dad, he drove trucks all his life. 3 of my uncles were drivers. I have a brother now that also drives for the same company I do. 2 cousins that drive. Dad owned 3 of his own trucks and grew up servicing them on the weekends, greasing them, washing them, helping him take care of them. That was kind of our chores, you know. So it's just, I guess, bred into me.
10-4. How old were you the first time you got behind the wheel?
Well, me and my brothers, we used to fight about who was going to, when we got through servicing and washing Dad's truck, who was going to pull them around the building, park them back out in the field. So as far as getting behind the wheel and moving one around, I was doing it as early as 10 years old. But as far as getting out on the big road, I started driving when I was 30 years old. I've been doing it 14 years now.
The Big Road, that's a title of one of your songs?
Yeah, on our new Apple Pie Moonshine album. It's an awesome song. It's actually written by Chris Wallen, which he's a very established writer in Nashville. He actually wrote that song with Trace Atkins.
How did writing music start for you?
Well, it's nothing I ever planned on doing. I wrote my first song in 1990 with a friend of mine that played music. He had a standing gig. He wrote songs, and he kind of mentored me, and I wrote a song, entered a contest, and ended up winning it, the very first one I ever entered. Had some people come up to me wanting to put some money into recording an album, and I was struggling with the racing, couldn't get no sponsorship, so I said, hey, maybe this is what I was meant to do, and I never looked back since then, just been all about the music.
Tell me about some of the inspirations that you get while you're out here on the road.
The thing about being a songwriter and a truck driver is there's inspiration around every curve, you know. I hear so many good hooks for songs on the CB. I've written 3 songs just from ideas I've gotten off the CB here, and people talk things they might say, you know. Peterbilt 379 is a song on my first album. I was actually pulling out of a truck stop, and I was driving a 379P. She's looking good, you know. We pulled out that old truck stop, and this old boy come in there and goes, oh man, big old Pete, you got her souped up, shined up, ready to get there by daylight, don't you? And I said, oh yeah, man, you know, appreciate the flowers. And, you know, I got to driving down the road, and took those 3 little lines that he said and got a pretty cool little melody to it, and wrote that song in about 30 minutes. You know, it ended up being one of the most favorite songs on our last album, the On the Road album.
Your CB conversation turned into something that people love. Why don't you give a hey, how you doing to the folks at home?
You know, it's always the woman behind the man behind the wheel that makes the man what he is. I have tremendous support from my wife, my mom, my kids, from the whole family. They support me, encourage me. You know, you get doubts in your mind whether you're good enough, or am I getting too old? You know, have I gained too much weight? And, you know, my family's always right there behind me and encouraging me and telling me I got what it takes, and just keep on keeping on. You come this far, and you know you can't slow down now. So all the folks on Facebook and all these people out here, the buyers, the truck stops, there's been a huge group of people the last 2 years that have just got behind me and supported me. And I sure wouldn't be where I'm at without everybody supporting me and supporting my music. It's pretty awesome.
That's really great that you have that family support.
For as long as we've been doing it, I've seen all my life that I've been working on this, running into block walls and doors you couldn't get to open up. For whatever reason, the last couple of years, there's been doors open up that, you know, it's just took the man upstairs to open them up for us and allow things to happen. So he's really, really blessed us.
The largest truck show in America is coming up here pretty soon. That's the Mid-America Trucking Show. It's held every year in Louisville, Kentucky. Do you have a part in that? What are you going to do up there?
Oh man, well, yeah, we're going to be up there on Thursday. We're going to be hanging out with the folks at Blue Tiger, which is a Bluetooth headset company that are one of my sponsors. Signing autographs, and we're going to do some acoustic performance there while we're there. On Friday, over at the TA Petro booth, we're going to do probably about a 45-minute acoustic show there, and do some meet and greets, meet some of these drivers out here. We usually go over to Marcia Campbell's booth. She does the trucking show on WSM 650 AM out of Nashville. And we go over there and do usually 3 or 4 songs. Then on Saturday evening, we're going to be in the Papa John's parking lot. We're going to do some stuff with Bob Hadaway for the National Day of Prayer. And then around 6, 7 o'clock, we're going to bring the band in, and we're going to crank it up and have a little party out there in the parking lot.
Well, I tell you what, you sound like you got a full agenda.
Yeah, it's a blast. Anybody that hasn't been to the Mid-America Truck Show needs to take the time to come and hang out and just take it in. It's just an awesome environment. I look forward to it every year. It's one of my favorite shows to go to.
10 aboard.
You know, I'm fortunate. I work for a great company. I got a great boss man that works with my schedule, and when I need to go do my shows, so when I get done, come back, I still got a job.
So where can people find you at?
You know, the social media, we're on Twitter, Facebook. You know, you can just search Tony Justice and find me that way. We got a website that's TonyJusticeMusic.com, and you can go there. Once we get that thing up and going, you'll be able to download all the music that we've got. And of course, you know, my CDs are in every Pilot, Flying J, TA Petro, Loves, Wilco, Hess across America.
It sounds like you got it pretty hemmed up to where people can find you very easily. That's awesome. We'll make sure to put a link at the end of the video where people can go there and buy your music. Another question for you there, Tony. What are some of the things that you'd want to convey to a motorist about the job that you do?
That's a good question, because you know, a lot of drivers out here feel like people just don't understand what all we sacrifice. More than just a truck going down the road. You know, we've got your medicine in the back of these trucks. You got your clothes. You got your food that you eat, and diapers that your babies put on. You know, tankers have got the gasoline that you put in your vehicles. We got the products and goods that have to be at a company in order for them to run their lines. Yeah, we're truck drivers, but you know, we're dads, we're brothers, we're sons, we're grandpas, we're daughters, we're grandmas. we're no different than anybody else that's out here on the road. You know, that'd be the main thing I want to convey to them. You know, we watch out for them, believe it or not. Stop and help four-wheelers when they're broke down. You know, if there's anything we can do to help. We're just who we are. You know, we're just trying to make a living, and we really do carry America on our shoulders. You know, if the trucks don't turn, the world don't turn. And years ago, truck drivers had a lot more respect from people. That seemed to, over the years, has seemed to kind of dissipate a little, and we're going to try to earn it back, though.
Hopefully a lot of the motorists, the ones that don't operate commercial vehicles, can hear that and kind of take that to heart a little bit, because again, these guys are out there, they're working hard, and we appreciate you. We're somewhere in the middle of the state of Georgia, somewhere. I don't know. I hadn't looked at the map yet, but it's been a pleasure. We had beautiful weather, and it's been great to see what you do. I really appreciate you letting me tag along with you.
I tell you, I appreciate you guys for documenting what us drivers do on a daily basis, and it's been my pleasure to get to hang out with you and get to know you, and thank you for taking the time to put truck drivers out there and try to get across to all the other people, you know, what we have to go through to make sure they got the things they need.
It's been my pleasure. We'll see you soon, huh?
And forward, speed safely, my friend. We'll catch you later.
Yeah, I might not be the rubber duck, but I'm about to put the hammer down. That's a big 10-4, son. You're looking good back on across the line.